who speaks English? Because that's all I know. They call me Scratchy. The captain is Captain Joey. Say hi to your captain.
Hey, Joey.
We had some books on the boat. They didn't say anything to the captain. We ended up in Cuba. It took us 2 days. Now I will be on our radar and explain some of the history and the sights as we cruise to the city of Nassau. Cruising time is 15 minutes. Are you all enjoying yourselves while in the Bahamas with us?
Oh yeah.
If you are, let me hear you say, yeah man.
Yeah, man.
Now you sound just like me. Now I will explain some of the history and the sights. For those of you who going downtown want to get a souvenir, I'll show you where you can get a bargain. The place is called the Native Straw Market. It's like a flea market, just 2 minutes walk from where we're gonna let you off. When you go in there from the shop, you can bargain on what you purchase. Now right there where we left off from, and where we're gonna let you off, a ferry boat leaves every 30 minutes, right up until 5. So those of you going across, if you're coming back, be there no later than 4:30. Because if you're coming back and you missed the last ferry boat, this is what I suggest you do. Go back onto the island and find yourself a job. Now it's not every half hour on the hour. When one boat leaves, the other comes right after 30 minutes. So it can be any time. Now if you look to the right, from where we left off from as we go along for the next 5 minutes, from one side of Paradise Island to the other, all of that property to the right, all owned by Atlantis. Atlantis is the largest resort in the Bahamas. They own 50% of that island. You see folks, Paradise Island is a private island. The government of the Bahamas, they sold that island 42 years ago. Now before Atlantis, there were other resorts there, owned by 5 different owners.
So what was the price?
Well, Atlantis was built. The last owner that bought those hotels demolished all of them. He kept 2 of them. Those 2 in the end. He demolished the other ones and built Atlantis. He was a billionaire from South Africa. His name is Saul Kushner. He passed away 7 years ago. Before he passed away, he sold Atlantis. Atlantis as a new owner. 7 years ago, it was bought by a Canadian financial company. Their name is Brooksfield, a very wealthy company. They are worth over $1 trillion. About 40% of it is owned by the Canadian Prime Minister, Cagney. Now the reason why the owner sold the Atlantis is because he was suffering from prostate cancer. He was on his way out. But the main reason he built another Atlantis, looks just like that, the same color, much larger. He built that one in Dubai. So he didn't want to left his wife
Hey,
and
Philip.
kids with 2 major resorts. Because his eldest son, that he wanted to control the business, passed away tragically in the Dominican Republic on a helicopter crash. He had 2 sons. One was the good son, the other was the bad son. So the good son passed away and left the bad son. Now if you guys came to the Bahamas over 20 years ago, you came on Paradise Island, you might have remembered what all of this property right here used to be. Club Mediterranean, a French Riviera. Club Med closed their doors to the public just over 20 years ago. They sold all of their property on Paradise Island to Atlantis for $40 million. They had a hotel back there. Atlantis demolished it. And they built those 2 right there, phase 3 and 4 of Atlantis. That's called the Reef and the Cove. that little beach you saw right there, that used to be Club Med Nude Beach. For those of you who don't know anything much about the Club Med, it was a wild club, more like a swingers party. They had a hotel back there with no locks on the door. That means if you stay there, anyone can visit you any time of the day or night, and you can visit anyone. That little beach right there, that used to be their nude beach. That's where they used to take it all off. For the ladies who's smiling, if that beach were open and you were on this boat, you won't be smiling. You will be arguing with your husband or your boyfriend and say, honey, why are you looking over there like that? The captain is a nice guy, but he won't be going with this speed. He will be going real slow. Sometimes other boats just pass and all of a sudden it just stops. In this area, sometimes it's the field like the Bermuda Triangle. Boats just cut off all of a sudden. Now right there is where Atlantis train their dolphins and sea lions. That's why it's fenced in. Take a look to the right. Some of you are wondering what was that, right? That's a cabana. Was built for a James Bond movie in 1969. The name of that movie is Thunderball, starring Sean Connery. Folks, Sean Connery loved the Bahamas so much, he made a 4 James Bond movie in the Bahamas. And believe it or not, folks, Sean Connery was the original James Bond. There'll never be another 007 like Sean Connery. And he was the ladies' man. For the ladies, tell me how Sean Connery loved his martini. Any Sean Connery fan? Shake and not stir. Guys, you want to visit somewhere nice? You see that white yacht over there? There's a main street just a couple minutes walk away from it. The center of the city called Bay Street with over 200 stores. Right opposite that yacht across the street, you will find the Bahamas Rum Cake Factory. They bake fresh rum cake there every day. 15 different flavors. Now, if you want to visit the most famous historical site in the island, take a look to the left. You see that white tower on the hill? Right there, a few minutes walk from where we let you off. It's called the Queen's Staircase. It's hundreds of years old. There's a small waterfall, lots of stairs go all the way up. Souvenir stands, restaurant. More than half of the visitors that come to this city, that's where they go, the Queen's Staircase. Now that white building sitting on the hill, that's the newly built American Embassy. Was opened to the public 3 months ago. It was built at a cost near $300 million. One of the largest American embassy in the Western Hemisphere. It goes about 7-story underground and 7 up top. Folks, you saw that beautiful yacht there? I know some of you are wondering whose yacht is that. Well, I can tell you who owned that yacht, but everyone must keep a secret. Now, everyone willing to keep a secret? Guys, you see that yacht there? That's my yacht. I do this for fun. Guys, that yacht is owned by a billionaire. A very famous billionaire. Most of you guys might have saw just about all of his movies. Especially one of his most famous movies. The name of that movie? Jurassic Park.
Spielberg.
Yes, Steven Spielberg owns that yacht. He comes here very often. Guys, quite a few celebrities has property in the Bahamas.
Hey, Leslie.
Some of them have their own private island. The Bahamas is made up of 700 islands, but only 30 of those islands are inhabited. We, the locals, only live on 30 of the 700 islands. Now, some of you may wonder, if we have so many islands, why we only live on 30? It is because the population of this country very small.
So that boat there is the Lucky Lizard. It's part of the Royal Caribbean fleet.
And that includes myself. I'm number one. 3/4 of the population live on that island you are now going on. Could any one of you tell me the correct name of that island? Yes. Now, when I first asked that question, you guys said Nassau. Nassau is just the city. Nassau is 5 miles of the downtown area. But feel no way, guys. When most of you come to visit, you always call the island Nassau. So we, the locals, we are used to it. We go with the flow. But the correct name of that island is New Providence, the capital of the 700. Now, I know some of you are wondering what is over here. Quite a few of you came on Royal Caribbean, right? Well, the owners of Royal Caribbean purchased about 10 of the homes that were here, and they demolished them. They just built a beach club on a water park called the Royal Beach Club. Now the cruise ships are getting real greedy. They're coming right into the city and building up everything and competing against the locals. They're not supposed to do that. The government of the Bahamas and the opposition, they just sell everything out and cause the locals to suffer. Because they'll be taking all the business away from the locals. When you come on Royal Caribbean, they use their own ferry. They could have used the regular ferry, but they brought in their own ferry. And some of the government officials are shares in it. So they don't care about the locals in the country. All they care is lining up their pockets. The cruise ship is a multi-billion-dollar company. They should not compete against the local because they already have private islands. So I always say, shame on them. And they charge you almost $200 just to visit for a couple hours. You don't get to see the culture of the country, and you don't get to spend time with the locals. Guys, you want to see the second largest resort in the Bahamas? Take a look at the front of the boat. There's a beach 10 minutes walk away called Jump Canoe Beach. You look to the end of the beach behind the trees. You see the white hotel with the red roof. That's the new resort that the Chinese built a few years ago called Bahama. It's 4 miles away on a beach called Cable Beach. It has the largest casino in the Caribbean. There's 4 hotels joined together just like the Atlantis. The main hotel with the casino is the Grand Hyatt. Then they have Rosewood, SLS, the Reserve. Now the Chinese only own it. They don't operate it.
Thank you, Leslie.
To those hotels.
Hey, 4087.
Ladies and gents, we are approaching our destination. On behalf of your captain and I, we thank all of you very much for riding with us on the ferry boat. But folks, most of all, we thank each and every one of you for choosing the Bahamas as your vacation destination. You lovely folks could have choose hundreds of places to visit. We're glad you came to the Bahamas. You all have a nice day and enjoy the rest of your stay. And we hope to see all of you return again. Thank you very much. For those of you that are going back, we're going to let you off in a few minutes. Remember, the boat leaves from here every half an hour.
Right, so there you have it. A little narrated tour.
You will find the straw market. It's an orange.
Up, Bailey. Up, Bailey.
That's where you can get your straw.
Let me show you, Bailey.
Fellas, if your ladies want the straw market and shop, please do not rush them. The ladies don't like to be rushed when they're shopping. If you look right in the front of the boat.
So that, what you're looking at is the cruise port terminal where you have all the shops, the eateries, the colored buildings there.
Now you can get wasted anywhere in the Bahamas.
Yeah,
Just
keep
go along.
keep the Bahamas Bahamian. Amen. Amen to that.
They
Less
don't even give you
corporate
a ride in the
ties.
Bahamas. So if you get drunk and you jaywalk, you won't get a ticket.
See where we're going. And there's senior frogs up there.
Right there on the beach, there are over 40 restaurants. Those restaurants are open every day from 12 noon to 12 midnight. They're better known as the native fish fry. I don't know if you guys heard of our favorite dish called the conch. The mussel that comes out of that beautiful pink shell. It's an aphrodisiac. Ladies, you here for a few days, a few hours, make sure the guy you with eat some of the conch salad. If he do, he'll put a little pep in his step and a little glide in his stride. And ladies, your guy will become just like me and Lionel Richie all night long. Have you ladies dancing on the ceiling? Now the conch can be eaten in 8 different ways, but it's best eaten as a conch salad, raw with your favorite fruits and vegetables. Pineapple, mango, strawberry, squeeze 2 orange juice over it. Onions, tomatoes, bell pepper, and some gold pepper.
So this building is at the end of the cruise port. I think this is a brand new restaurant. It's called the Blue Marlin, and I think it's open. I don't see anybody in there right now.
I work freelance as a friendly tour guide. Work upon the kind generosity of you lovely folks. Your generosity is highly appreciated 100%.
And
so I will browse for a little
right over there is Senior Frogs. We ate there on the last video we did 2 years ago. It was really good.
Up on the other side. Some of you are wondering why we came around here. Well, the owners of the cruise ship asked the operators of the ferry boat to do not bring you back there because some of you come out of the hotel tents to walk onto the cruise ship. So even the folks that went to the beach club, they have to get dropped off here and walk right back through security. Welcome back to the city of Nassau. Now your tour guide will browse for a little donation. Here I comes. Anything you can afford. Guys, one more thing. Before you disembark, look around. Make sure you have all your personal belongings with you. A guy came on the boat a couple of weeks ago. You won't believe what he left on the boat. His beautiful wife. Guys, there he is right there. He remarried again. Madam, don't let him leave you this time. Anything for your tour guide. Thank you very much. Thank you.
They all use it all right.
Thank you,
Every trip
beautiful.
I'm taking on this ferry.
Tour guide, come in.
Well,
Thank you
good.
very much.
Have a good fun in your
Thank you very much, sir. Ladies, there's the straw market right there. That pretty building. Now there's stores on the other side of the straw market.
So that colorful building is a straw market. I might go over there and film downtown,
Look at the back of the boat. When you're coming off,
but maybe tomorrow I'll do a live video from downtown.
now
So
those are the conch shell right there, the beautiful pink shell. The conch is the mussel that comes out of the shell. For the ladies that has a garden at home, you can put that right in the center of your garden and grow your favorite plant in it. And also you can put it in your front room and just take it out every day for water and sunlight. Now the guys that sell that is Wendell. Tell Wendell Scratchy sell you and he'll give you a discount on the shelf.
all right, so there you have it. I'm gonna close out. So thought I'd give you a nice narrated tour. Being I filmed on the way out to Paradise Island, so on the way back, I just show you a live video so you can really hear that narration. So all right, we'll go live later. Probably not today, but tomorrow. It's finally gotten cloudy here. It's supposed to have been cloudy for like the 4 days I've had for shooting, but it's been sunny, so it's only within the last hour and a half it's gotten cloudy. So I've been busy filming, and I think I've got all the major stuff done where I need sunny weather. So it's been going good here in Nassau, Bahamas. So if you get a forecast for cloudy weather, be aware of that. It could end up being sunny. It ends up being sunny more often than not here, even if it's forecasted cloudy. So, all right, from Nassau, Bahamas, going to close out.
Guys, come right up. Make sure you have your belongings. Watch your hands. Watch your step. Do not rush.